ask her. I bet there's a reason for it all. Welcome back to the channel. This is a reaction channel and a vlog channel where we break down hip hop. My name is Ernest Adiano. Channel used to be named after me until I realized, oh, my name is probably kind of hard to spell for fucking people who are not Hispanic and Mexican. It's The Third Ernest now. YouTube.com/TheThirdErnest if you ever want to share it. And today's Ash Wednesday. That's important because I gave up beer. Didn't give up alcohol. Don't misunderstand me. Gave up beer. So what we're drinking today, this is Tito's and Topo Chico. It looks like Sprite. It's like water that gets you drunk. I'm hydrating and getting drunk at the same time. It's a win-win situation at the moment. One of my favorite tracks, one of the tracks that got me into Slim Shady hardcore when I first heard it. Because My Name Is kind of comical, I get it. But then I heard Just Don't Give a Fuck. And that's what we're breaking down today. Because this is when I realized, oh, Slim Shady fucking goes in. Let's just fucking jump on into it. I'm kind of drunk. I'm lit off of this. This is probably like my fourth one. Saving mad calories through this hoe.
Whoa, I get your hands in the air. This is what you thought it wasn't. It means the brothers represent the early dozen.
I go by the name of FROGG. That's a fucking iconic battle rapper in Detroit. So he's already getting love from Detroit, from one of the more iconic people in the hip hop game.
Slim Shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. I'm an M80, you little like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty rotten rhymer. Person that you play is worse than Morty Schottenheimer. You whacking in the...
This is the first time we ever hear Eminem at this fucking level. He starts the line off with, I'm Slim Shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. We're already talking shit about political figures on the first album. Jim Brady was the fucking correspondent or one of the the right-hand men for Ronald Reagan during his presidency. He was like paralyzed and, you know, had issues kind of like Stephen Hawking a little bit. I'm an M80. M80's like the firecracker. You little like that Kim lady. You see, this is important because today's day and age, if they hear that Kim lady, who are they thinking of? This chick right here. But when he says I'm little like that Kim lady, like Little Kim, one of the most iconic female rappers ever. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty rotten rhymer, dirty dozen, D12, you know what I'm saying? I'm cursing at you players worse than Marty Schottenheimer. Naughty, Marty, rotten, Schotten, rhymer, Keimer, naughty rotten rhymer, Marty Schottenheimer. That's a fucking bar. But cursing at you players, player haters, but also cursing at you players, this is where we're already getting into the double entendres. Literally, Marty Schottenheimer was a coach for the Chargers, I believe. He was infamous for fucking talking shit to his players, yelling at him, cursing at you players worse than Marty Schottenheimer. That's a bar. I'm gonna make some merch with that fucking saying. That's a bar. Our lyrics matter. I don't know, I'm thinking about making merch. Fuck it.
You whacking in the motherfucker you bitch your style from. You ain't gonna sell 2 copies if you press a double album. Admit it, fuck it, but we coming out in the open.
I'm doing acid, crack, smack, coke, and smoking dope then. This is the Slim Shady that everybody wanted back. He says you whacker than the motherfucker that you bit your style from. The person that you bit your style from is already fucking whack. And you whacker than that motherfucker. That diss still has relevance today from everybody that's kind of biting all the sing-songy style. And he says, you ain't gonna sell 2 copies if you press a double album. That's very similar to the line that he has in Kamikaze. You sold 10 million albums, eh? That's because you put out 10 million albums. Fuck it, while we're coming out in the open, I'm doing acid, crack, smack, coke, and smoking dope then. Eminem of 1999 didn't give a fuck. He's getting back to that.
My name is Marshall Mathers, I'm an alcoholic. I have a disease and they don't know what to call it. Better hide your wallet, cause I'm coming up quick to strip your cash. Bought a ticket to your concert just to come and whip your ass. Bitch, I'm coming out swinging so fast that'll make your eyes spin. You getting knocked the fuck out like Mike Tyson. The proof is in the pudding, the stats is Sean Holman. I'll slit your motherfucking throat worse than Ron Goldman.
That whole section is a fucking bar. The way he says it, like he's literally in Alcoholic Anonymous. My name is Marshall Mathers, I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Marshall. And he says, I have a disease and they don't know what to call it. He's got diseases that people never seen. STDs, herpes, all that bullshit. But also, I got diseases as in, my flow is so fucking sick that no one's ever seen this before. But I hide your wallet cause I'm coming up quick to strip your cash. I bought a ticket to your concert just to come to whip your ass. That's fucking fire. Like I bought a ticket to your concert. Maybe you thought that these ticket sales were in support of you, but I'm here to fucking beat that ass just because I'm a psychotic maniac. Bitch, I'm coming out swinging so fast that I make your eyes spin. You'll get knocked the fuck out like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has a crazy fucking KO rate, like within the first round. So I'll knock your ass out like Mike Tyson. The proof is in the pudding. Ask Deshaun Holman. That's a bar because he says the proof is in the pudding, and Deshaun Holman is the homeboy. And what's his rap name in D12? Proof. The proof is in the pudding. I slit your motherfucking throat worse than Ron Goldman. Do you realize how controversial of a line that is in 1999? The OJ verdict had just happened a couple years before. And this isn't CNN. We didn't have the news media. We didn't have the coverage that we had over Casey Anthony. We didn't have that type of coverage, 24-hour news. It was too soon when he said that. He's the fucking man for being willing to step out and have the balls to say that.
So when you see me on your block with 2 blocks screaming fuck the world like Tupac, just don't give a fuck. Talking that shit behind my back, dirty Mac, and telling your boys that I'm on cry, just don't give a fuck.
So when you see me on your block with 2 Glocks screaming fuck the world like Tupac, respecting the fucking people that came before him. Talking that shit behind my back, dirty Mac, and telling your boys that I'm on crack, just talking mad shit for no reason, I just don't give a fuck. So put my tape back on the rack. Like, don't even worry about buying my shit. Go run and tell your friends my shit is whack. But see me on the street and duck, cause you gonna get stuck, stoned, and snuffed. But I just don't give a fuck. He's going hard. This is when I was like, oh fucking, this dude can write. This dude can rap. He's got multi-syllable. And I'm like, what, in 6th grade during this time? I fucked with Eminem from the very beginning.
Cause I just don't give a fuck. I'm nicer than Pete, but I'm on a search to crush a milk bone. I'm everlasting. I melt vanilla ice like silicone. Hold up. A lot of people are not gonna realize why that's a mad important line.
A lot of people are just gonna get that vanilla ice line, but there's so much to this fucking bar. The thing about this bar is talking about all of the relevant, prevalent white rappers in the 80s and 90s in like fucking 2 bars. He says, I'm nicer than Pete. I think his name was like Pete Nice? Pete Nice, maybe? I'm nicer than Pete. I'm nicer than this white rapper. But I'm on a search to crush a milk bone. I'm everlasting. I'm on a search to crush MC Search, a milk bone, another white rapper, milk bone. I'm everlasting. Everlasting, another white rapper. I milk vanilla ice like silicone. The biggest white rapper during the fucking late 80s. Like silicone. I can't milk him because he's fake. He's not even the real deal. Just like silicone titties. You see what I'm saying? The genius of this man.
I'm ill enough to just straight up dish you for no reason. I'm cold in it's no season when it's 20 below freezing. Flavor with no seasoning. This is a sneak preview. I dish your magazine and still won't give a weak review. I make your freak leave you. Smell the Folgers crystals. It's a lyrical combat. Gentlemen, hold your pistols.
God. I'm ill enough to just straight up dish you for no reason. And that's an important line later on in his life. He didn't know it at this point. But he says, I'm ill enough to just straight up dish you for no reason. But later on in his career, he fucking contemplated dissing Eminem, dissing Lil Wayne. He says this on a Recovery song. You just gonna start dissing people for no reason, especially when you can't even write a decent punchline even? Eminem talking in Recovery, Slim Shady talking in Slim Shady LP. See the juxtaposition? That's fire. Then obviously I'm colder than snow season when it's 20 below freezing. That's how cold he is. It's 20 below, he's colder than that, and that's cold as fuck. Flavor with no seasoning. Like, I don't need the seasoning. I got mad flavor. I got mad skill, mad flow. I don't need all the hype. This is the sneak preview. This album came out on the EP, and it eventually made it to the LP, but this is a sneak preview because EPs are like shorter versions of the LP. I dissed your magazine and still won't get a weak review. I'll still be the fucking man, even though I dissed your magazine, because there's no way you could doubt. But also, Marshall Mathers LP didn't get praise that it deserved when it came to the Source magazine, which is why he had that beef with Benzino and Murder Inc. This is almost like foreshadowing for his fucking life, because he didn't know that was gonna happen when he wrote this song. I'll make your freak leave you. Smell the Folgers crystals. Folgers in your cup. This is lyrical combat, gentlemen. Hold your pistols. Don't come at me with real pistols, but also hold your fucking little baby pistols lyrically, because it's not even worth it. All you're shooting with is pistols, setting up the next line.
It's a lyrical combat. Gentlemen, hold your pistols. But I form like Voltron and blast you with my solar missiles. His name Shady. Eminem was the old initial.
So he says, hold your lyrical pistols while I form like Voltron and blast you with my shoulder missiles. These motherfuckers don't got nothing to compare to with me. He's launching off the shoulder missiles. They're shooting off lyrical pistols.
Extortion, snorting, supporting abortion, pathological liar, blowing shit out of proportion. The looniest, compulsive drinker, addict, half animal, half man. Dumping your dead body inside of a fucking trash can with more holes than an Afghan.
And then he says, Slim Shady, Eminem was my old initials. And that's a fucking fire line because he used to be literally the letter M ampersand M. And then he turned that into Eminem. But before he turned it into Eminem, who we know today, he went from there to Slim Shady. That's why he's saying bye-bye. Eminem was my old initials. And he says extorting, snorting, supporting abortion. All three very controversial topics, obviously. Pathological liar, blowing shit out of proportion. Like, I'm blowing shit out of proportion just to be a controversial figure. Just to say shit that gets you feeling uneasy. The looniest, zaniest, spontaneous, sporadic, compulsive thinker, compulsive drinker, addict. Describing himself in all these negative ways. Dumping your dead body inside of a trash can with more holes than an Afghan. First off, he's gonna murder you with these Voltron shoulder missiles, leaving more holes than an Afghan, like an Afghan blanket which is sewed and it has big ass holes like in a pattern. But also like an Afghani who's at war all the time, leaving holes in a literal Afghan. That's a bar. Do you see the fire that this man brought to the table back in 1999? And the beat is so like Dr. Dre fucking did his thing on his album production. I don't see anybody flow into that beat other than Eminem.
Somebody let me out this limousine. I'm a cage demon on stage screaming like Rage Against the Machine. I'm convinced I'm a fiend, shooting up but this record is spinning. Clinically brain dead, I don't need a second opinion.
I'm a cage demon on stage screaming like Rage Against the Machine. Obviously that's big because Rage Against the Machine is like one of the more iconic rap rock. Linkin Park is obviously one of the more successful rap rock groups whenever you think of that. I'm convinced I'm a fiend shooting up while this record is spinning. Like literally talking about shooting up heroin. I'm convinced I'm a fiend, but also hitting the needle, the record needle, needle spinning. Clinically brain dead. I don't need a second opinion. I don't need to go to somebody else to tell me that I'm fucking crazy because I already know. This dude had so much vision in 1999.
I don't need a second opinion. Fuck dropping the jewel. I'm flipping the sacred treasure. I bite your motherfucking style just to make it fresher. I can't take the pressure. I'm sick of bitches. Sick of nagging bosses bitching while I'm washing dishes.
He says, fuck dropping the jewel. Like, I'm not just giving you a little bit of knowledge. I'm flipping a sacred treasure. Like, I'm on a whole fucking nother level of knowledge. I'm on a whole nother level of rap skill. I'm dropping a whole fucking sacred treasure. And I'll bite your motherfucking style just to make it fresher. When I heard that line for the first time, I was like, God damn. It's one thing to say you're better than somebody. It's another thing to say, I'll bite your motherfucking style and do it better than you. I'll make it fresher. I'm sick of bitches. Aren't we all, Slim? I'm sick of nagging bosses bitching while I'm washing dishes. Aren't we all, Slim? Marshall Mathers was poor as fuck during this time, so this is not a line he would say today. But when he first wrote this, when he was poor, just job to job, trying to find something to keep his family afloat, I'm sick of these nagging bosses bitching while I'm washing dishes.
In school I never said much, too busy having a head rush. Doing too much rush, had my face flushed like red blush. Then I went to Jim Beam, that's when my face sprayed. Went to gym in 8th grade, with the women's swim team.
He said, in school I never said much, too busy having a head rush. I was fucked up in the head and I was doing drugs and I was getting drunk all the time. Doing too much rush, had my face flushed like red blush. That fucking little rhyme pattern there. Said much, head rush, face flushed, red blush. Psh, that's a sick little bar right there. That's when I went to Jim Beam. That's when my face grayed. Like when alcoholics, they kind of have like that kind of nasty skin, face grayed. And this was controversial. This would be controversial as fuck today. But no one was talking about raping chicks on track, on record, with the fucking star power that Eminem had back in 1999. Then he just comes out and says, I went to gym in 8th grade, raped the women's swim team. Who's saying these things?
Don't take me for a joke, I'm no comedian. Too many mental problems got me snorting coke and smoking weed again. I'm going over the curb, driving on the median. Finally made it home, but I don't got the key to get in. So when you see me...
Too many mental problems got me snorting coke and smoking weed again, just to forget about my issues. But there's too many up there. There's no way that I'm gonna forget about all of them. I'm going over the curb, driving on the median. Finally made it home, but I don't got the key to get in, cause I'm too fucked up, cause I'm Slim Shady. That's all I do is just get fucked up. This whole song is fire. The way he goes off, just knowing that he's got that fucking confidence. First white rapper in the game to do this at this level. Not just a fucking gimmick, not just a party white rapper like all the rest. I'm a legitimate force in the game. This song, Brain Damage, this is when we're like, oh fuck. Eminem is here. Thank y'all guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. And if you subscribe, preferably hit on that notification bell because I'm a small channel. A lot of times people don't get my notifications unless they have the notification bell on. I don't show up in the fucking subscriptions list. If you're gonna share my link, youtube.com/TheThirdErnest, Eminem is gonna be the primary focus of the channel. I would probably say like at least half to 70% the video is gonna be Eminem. Thank y'all guys for being here. Love y'all. Have a good night, good weekend, good morning. Everybody just love each other. Like the video, comment. Peace as always.